All right, so here we are with the NX01, finally getting everything slapped together here. Um, I tell you, if you're gonna light this thing, it's definitely a challenge because there's running everything through the nacelles here, even with super thin gauge magnet wire and stuff. Between that and the lights that I installed in here, it just makes everything a super tight fit. So this is basically 2 or 3 days of clamping in different areas because the model's so small. In order to close up a lot of the gaps and light leaks and stuff, you kind of have to glue different parts of it and clamp those down over a period of a day or two, unless you have the right kind of clamps. But I've tried a bunch of different kinds. um, so and there's still going to be some light leaks and gaps and stuff that I had to do. The other big thing I had to do was I had to take the Dremel tool and the sander and grinding bits and remove a lot of material all through here to snap these on. If you had it's all one piece all the way up, so it's just kind of a pain in the neck. It's really not thick enough to, and there's not enough material you can really remove to make it a super nice fit. You just basically got to take what you're given. But it's turning out all right. Most of the light leaks are gone. There's a few that I'm going to have to do and touch up and stuff anyway, which isn't that big of a deal. All my lighting is still working. I always keep it lit the whole time when I'm gluing, just to make sure I don't mess up anything, even though one of the flashing fiber optics broke off on the bottom here on this side, but it's still working. When I get the clamps off and everything, I'll give you a tighter view of some of the spots that still have light leak issues that I'm going to have to fix and gap. A lot of them are in both sides here and over here of the nacelle on both sides. So that's pretty much where we're at right now. And, we'll be back here in a minute with something else.
Well, after a battle, I've got the NX01 all together. The fit back here in the back was pretty rough. I had to do a lot of seam filling back here, light block filling, using my favorite less messy technique, which is the Vallejo plastic putty and cotton swabs. To show that sometime. That's a really good one. Some of my lighting has failed. The fiber optic strands got broke off, so instead of having blinking lights, I'll have static red and green nav lights, so not a big loss. So what I'm working on now is sealed everything up with a lacquer coat, and just to try to, so I'm not doing any Aztecing or anything, I wanted to try to break the paint up on it a little bit. If you look here in the front, it's just pretty plain Jane. So what I've done to the whole bottom is I started with pin washing. As you can see, I'll get it to focus here. Oh, there we go. Got all the grid lines and everything washed in, which don't see a lot of truck modelers doing that type of weathering, probably because not many of the ships actually have grid lines, but I like to use it all the time. Started on the top here, give you a good example of a before and after shot. If you look here on the right, you can see the wash still on. I haven't cleaned off yet. And if you look there, there's nothing there. Back and forth. What I'm using is Big Productions washes. A couple I got is the dark and coal gray. Now these are enamels, and going down over this lacquer coat, I mean, I've used them before, but man, they really are working nice, running really good, flowing good, wiping right off, except in the panel lines. So, show you what I do to put it on and take it off. So first, just take a little cotton towel, moisten it a little bit, and basically I just start dragging that across everything. And when I need to get in there with detail, I'll get the Q-tips out. But as you can see, got a nice washed side there, which to me looks way better than that. So we put it up here on the stand here and show you how I. Alright, so what I've done is got some of my MIG wash here ready to go straight out of the bottle. And you know, you don't really have to be super careful, but you know, the more careful you are, the less cleanup there is afterwards. I'm going to get this up here, and I'll work my way back to the camera. And basically the idea is just to touch it in the grid lines and just let it flow where you need to. So if you watch here, you'll see it flow just like that. Touch and flow, basically. All the way up here, touch and flow. Kind of get a little bit messier up here because there's a lot more detail. It's probably one of the easiest things you can do to a model and get great results. Just touch it, let it flow. Now on the bottle, it says it usually takes 15 minutes to dry, but I've been leaving it on longer with this lacquer coat just because it's wiping off just really easily. And like I said, it's just staying in the panel lines. It's not, you know, being stuck everywhere. So it's a really easy way to do it. Now you don't have to use this MIG stuff. You can actually just make any color of wash or anything that you want out of just enamel paint that you might have in enamel thinner. And your cleanup should be just as easy. Shouldn't be no big mystery. You should just be able to go right in, take the wash off, and it should all stay right there in your panel lines. The bridge here, the back bridge here real quick. When I'm done with this whole top, I will basically seal all that in with another spray, another coat lacquer. Then we will be moving on to decals. So we're going to keep on doing this and get the whole top done. I already got the bottom done, and got another project I'm working on now. So hopefully I will have another video up today of that project as it moves along. One that I picked up as soon as I saw it came out, and have been just really cheesing to get it done. So I'm going to keep on doing this, guys. If you got any questions, please let me know. Appreciate all of the comments and all of the subscriptions. And until next time, peace.